Hey guys, welcome back to Arrowhead Tactical Apparel. If you're new to the channel, Arrowhead designs and makes the safest and most comfortable way to carry concealed in athletic clothes. Today, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I'm out at the range enjoying a beautiful sunny day, and I wanted to walk you guys through a little bit of a history of Arrowhead. So, we are in the business of designing and manufacturing clothing. And I feel like there's not a lot of visibility into the design process, the feedback loop, what we do and why we do it. I want to share that with you guys just because I find it really interesting and I think you will too. I have before me 4 iterations of the product that started it all, the Carrier Joggers. And we launched these back in April of 2020, and they have undergone a lot of changes since then. I want to share with you guys a little bit about what we've done, how we've done it, and also why we've done it based on feedback from real world customers, our own personal use, and experts who are using these day to day. So let's dive right in to these. So I want to start with what started it all. This is literally the first sample of Carrier Joggers that we ever made. It all began with the idea for this belt to go on the inside of your waistband to work with your inside the waistband holster, and this is what kicked off the entire company. Talk you through a few of the features. So from the very beginning, it always had the hip-mounted knife pockets, the rear zipper pockets, but I'll bring this in. You can see what the zippers used to look like. We had the raised logo and the side stripe that I called the Arrow's Flight. That's from the very beginning. Silver accents for the aglets and eyelets, and the Velcro patch. And this is the old pre-launch Arrowhead logo before we settled on the one you know today. But cuffed ankle, it still had the paneling at the knees, and of course had the carrier retention waistband, which we subsequently patented and now has formed the basis of our entire business. So what did we change about this? Well, the crotch was way too long, which you may be able to tell in the video. And it had a few issues. We pretty quickly determined early on that these, especially in the larger sizes, were actually prone to having some seam separation, especially back here. So we were getting customer feedback that they were having failures, not at an alarming rate, but certainly at enough that we wanted to make some changes. So from this sample to the production generation of pants, the changes that we made were the colors to bring out black for the aglets and the eyelets. You can see that's that production patch. We had the patch on the leg. That was part of the first generation. All of the pants had patches on the leg. Just kind of a cool tactical accent, so to speak. That is the updated zipper that made it actually to production. Still has the hip pocket, still has the raised logo, still has the Arrow's Flight, all of those. So these were the Carrier Joggers that you could buy in April of 2020, basically up until August of 2022. Well, what did we change? We changed some of those seam reinforcements, as I mentioned, but these were the original sizing, and we got a lot of feedback on these. Many people loved them, but here's what we heard. We heard they're a little too small, they're a little too short, they're a little too tight. Noted. I'm not a huge guy. We were making adjustments as we went to accommodate different body types. We also heard, hey, I don't necessarily love the waistband placement, the placement of the loops. It doesn't give me enough room to do what I need to do. Okay, noted. We also heard, hey, the pockets in the back, when I go to draw my magazine, you can see in there, this has the magazine pocket stitched into it. When I go to draw my magazine, they're coming up and they're coming out. And the knife pockets, they aren't big enough for me to actually include what I want to include. So we got a lot of feedback on these that effectively helped us launch our brand. And that led to the Carrier Joggers Mk.II. We launched the Carrier Joggers Mk.II a couple of years ago, and they continue to be basically our best-selling product. What are the adjustments that we made for these, and why did we make them? Well, we've got a larger and reinforced hip pocket for your knives and your tools. We went to, there we go, YKK zippers on both sides for a smoother zipper pull, and we also got feedback, hey, especially under duress, these zippers are failing. Can't have that. Upgraded the zippers across the board. Everything we have now uses YKK zippers. It costs more, but it's worth it. We didn't pass that cost along. What else did we do? No more patch. The patch was found to be something that some people really loved it. A lot of people would rather do without it. And even if you didn't have a patch installed, there was still the obvious Velcro section there. So we got rid of that. We listened to customer feedback. We also added these reinforced tethers that help the pockets to stay down when you're pulling things out of them in the back. So you're not gonna have the pocket that's following out with the magazine if you were using the magazine sleeves. We also adjusted the sizing. These are considerably larger. We increased the waist size by 2 to 3 inches for every size range so that they fit more people more comfortably. And we increased the inseam length. Some people might say they're still not long enough. Hey, we're working on that. Don't worry. So these Joggers Mk.II have been around for a while. And now I'm here to tell you about something pretty fun and exciting. Mk.II, I'm wearing Traveler Joggers right now. We have other Mk.II products, the shorts Mk.II, the sweatpants Mk.II, and largely what that's come to mean in our lineup is certain key additions. And the Carrier Joggers were the first Mk.II that we did. We're still kind of figuring out exactly that brand nomenclature. So let me tell you about what we've done here. These are also Carrier Joggers Mk.II. We're doing a mid-cycle update. But these have some really important features that help these to earn the name Mk.II. All right, let's start from the top and work our way down. One thing you'll notice about these, they have smaller front belt loop placements, which means if you are carrying appendix, you have more room between those front 2 loops to place your holster, just like the Ross Martin RM1C that I'm carrying today in here, similar to what we've done on the Traveler Joggers. Also similar to what we've done on the Traveler Joggers, we have added a functional zipper fly, which means if you are carrying and you've got stuff at your waist, you're able to relieve yourself, go number 1, without having to take everything down. What else have we done? Well, gone is the raised logo. These were the last product that we had that was still using the raised elevated logo. Now we have micro branding, barely the size of your thumb, color matched, it's helping you to blend in and not stand out. We've also taken the Arrow's flight and it's now just a flat stripe rather than a raised rubber strip. It still has, of course, the YKK zippers in the rear, the deep hand pockets, which we've actually made deeper, and the knife pockets on both sides for your small tools or whatever you may have. With these, we've also adjusted the sizing further. We've made them a little bit bigger, a little bit roomier, a little bit longer to better fit more body types and more Americans. But of course, thanks to that cuffed ankle, even if they are a little bit long on you, it's not going to look weird or awkward or uncomfortable. So with these changes, and these are shipping now, these are working their way into the production stream. We have made these changes so far as of the time of posting these video on the black pairs and on the gray pairs. The other colors will get these upgrades to them rolled out in time. But that's just a little bit of a look back at the flagship product for Arrowhead. The Carrier Joggers are very special to me. It's the first thing that I designed and invented and have brought to market. And we've got thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of these that people are out there wearing, using, and providing feedback on. And that's one big thing at Arrowhead. We really pride ourselves on being feedback driven and listening to what you guys have to tell us. So that's just a little bit of a look behind the curtain. We are constantly innovating. I mean, these Traveler Joggers are an example of that. We heard people say, hey, I want stuff that's more durable with no logos and that I can wear year round. Here they are. We're constantly listening. Please always give us feedback. Good, bad, ugly. We want to hear it so that we can get better for you guys. We love equipping you guys, and we know you love to be equipped. So thank you for tuning in to Arrowhead Tactical Apparel. If you want to see more content like this and more deep dives on the history of our products and our design process, let me know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.